If you've been told that calisthenics can't build serious muscle mass, you've been lied to. The fitness industry has spent decades convincing you that you need expensive gym memberships and heavy weights to jacked. Today, I'm exposing the truth about bodyweight muscle building that the fitness industry doesn't want you to know. The progressive overload myth in calisthenics. Here's the first lie you've been told. Progressive overload only works with added weight. This is complete nonsense. Progressive overload is simply making exercise progressively harder over time. And calisthenics offers unlimited ways to do this. Instead of adding weight plates, you manipulate leverage, range of motion, tempo, and skill complexity. A standard push-up becomes an archer push-up, then a one-arm push-up. A regular pull-up progresses to weighted pull-ups using a backpack, then to muscle-ups, and eventually one-arm pull-ups. Each progression dramatically increases the challenge without touching a single weight. The muscle confusion principle works perfectly with calisthenics progressions. Your muscles adapt to specific movement patterns, so constantly evolving your exercises through progressions keeps them guessing and growing. Time under tension. The real muscle builder. Most people rush through calisthenics exercises like they're in a race. This is why they don't see muscle growth. The secret lies in time under tension. How long your muscles work during each repetition. A slow, controlled push-up taking 5 seconds down and 3 seconds up will build more muscle than 10 fast, bouncy reps. This extended time under tension creates more mechanical stress on muscle fibers, forcing adaptation and growth. Implement tempo training into your calisthenics routine. Use a 3-1-2-1 tempo. 3 seconds lowering, 1 second pause, 2 seconds raising, 1 second hold at the top. This single change will transform your muscle building results overnight. The volume and frequency formula. Traditional bodybuilding suggests training each muscle group once per week. This approach fails miserably with calisthenics. Bodyweight exercises allow for higher training frequency because they're generally less taxing on your nervous system than heavy barbell movements. Train your major movement patterns 3 to 4 times per week. Your pulling muscles recover faster from pull-ups than from heavy deadlifts. Your pushing muscles bounce back quicker from push-ups than from bench pressing your body weight. The key is managing volume intelligently. Start with 3 sets of each exercise, 3 times per week. As you adapt, increase either sets, reps, or exercise difficulty. Never increase all 3 simultaneously. That's a recipe for overtraining and stalled progress. Compound movement mastery. Single joint isolation exercises have their place, but compound calisthenics movements deliver superior muscle building results. Push-ups don't just work your chest, they engage your shoulders, triceps, core, and even your legs for stabilization. Pull-ups aren't just a back exercise. They work your lats, rhomboids, middle traps, rear delts, biceps, and forearms simultaneously. This multi-muscle activation triggers a larger hormonal response, promoting greater overall muscle growth. Focus on mastering these fundamental compound movements: push-ups and variations, pull-ups and variations, squats and lunges, dips, pike push-ups, and planks. These 6 movement patterns will build more total muscle mass than any isolation routine. The progression roadmap nobody shares. Most calisthenics content shows you advanced moves without explaining the progression pathway. This leaves beginners frustrated and advanced practitioners plateaued. Here's the systematic approach that actually works. For pushing strength, start with wall push-ups. Progress to incline push-ups on stairs or a bench, then standard push-ups. From there, advance to decline push-ups, diamond push-ups, archer push-ups, and eventually one-arm push-ups. For pulling strength, begin with Australian pull-ups using a low bar or table. Progress to assisted pull-ups using resistance bands, then standard pull-ups. Advanced progressions include weighted pull-ups, L-sit pull-ups, commando pull-ups, and one-arm pull-ups. Each progression should be mastered before moving to the next. Master means performing 15 to 20 clean repetitions with perfect form. Rushing progressions leads to injury and stalled results. Nutrition truths for calisthenics, muscle building. The biggest lie in calisthenics is that you don't need to eat much because bodyweight exercises don't build significant muscle. This misconception destroys results before you even start training. Building muscle requires a caloric surplus regardless of your training method. Your muscles need raw materials, protein, carbohydrates, and fats, to repair and grow larger after training stress. Aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of target body weight. If you weigh 150 pounds and want to reach 170 pounds, eat 170 grams of protein daily. Spread this across 4 to 5 meals for optimal muscle protein synthesis. Carbohydrates fuel your workouts and aid recovery. Don't fall for low-carb trends when building muscle. Eat 2 to 3 grams of carbs per pound of body weight on training days. Sweet potatoes, rice, oats, and fruits should be staples in your muscle-building diet. Recovery, the missing piece. Most people focus obsessively on their workouts while completely ignoring recovery. This backwards approach sabotages muscle growth regardless of how perfect your training program looks on paper. Muscle growth happens during rest, not during workouts. Your training sessions create the stimulus for growth, but actual muscle building occurs while you sleep and recover. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night without exception. Active recovery accelerates muscle growth between training sessions. Light walking and gentle stretching sessions increase blood flow to recovering muscles without adding training stress. This enhanced circulation delivers nutrients and removes metabolic waste products more efficiently. The mental game of calisthenics, muscle building. Building impressive muscle with calisthenics requires a different mindset than traditional weightlifting. You can't simply add 5 pounds to the bar each week. Progress comes through skill development, movement quality improvement, and gradual progression complexity. This journey demands patience and consistency over months and years, not weeks. Embrace the process of mastering your body through progressive calisthenics training. The muscle growth is inevitable when you commit to the long-term approach. Advanced techniques for accelerated growth. Once you've mastered basic progressions, implement these advanced techniques to break through plateaus and accelerate muscle growth. Mechanical drop sets work perfectly with calisthenic progressions. Start with your hardest progression, perform reps to failure, then immediately switch to an easier variation and continue. Example: 1-arm push-ups to failure, then archer push-ups to failure, then standard push-ups to complete failure. Cluster training allows you to perform more total volume at higher intensities. Instead of 3 straight sets of 10 reps, perform 6 sets of 5 reps with 15 seconds rest between mini-sets. This approach lets you maintain perfect form while accumulating more quality volume. The equipment you actually need. Contrary to popular belief, effective calisthenics muscle building requires some basic equipment. A pull-up bar is absolutely essential. Doorway pull-up bars work fine for beginners, but invest in a proper setup for long-term success. Resistance bands add variable resistance to body weight movements and assist with progression training. A set of loop bands and tube bands costs less than a single month's gym membership, but provides years of training versatility. Parallel bars or push-up handles increase range of motion for pushing exercises and enable advanced movements like L-sits and handstand training. These simple tools dramatically expand your exercise options without breaking your budget. Building serious muscle with calisthenics isn't just possible. It's superior to traditional weight training when executed properly. Focus on progressive overload through movement progression, maintain high training frequency, prioritize compound movements, follow systematic progression pathways, eat adequately for muscle growth, and recover intelligently. The fitness industry profits from convincing you that muscle building is complicated and requires expensive equipment. The truth is simpler. Consistent progressive calisthenics training, proper nutrition, and adequate recovery will build the physique you want using nothing but your body weight. Stop making excuses and start implementing these evidence-based strategies today. Your future muscular self will thank you for taking action now instead of waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. If you're serious about transforming your body, subscribe now. We post new science-backed fitness content every single week. And for a complete calisthenic workout program, watch this video next.